This video is sponsored by Tokyo Treats and Sakurako. More on them a little later. Sup everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about a certain discussion that I've found people all across Genshin are just talking about, and that is the problem, well, not really a problem, but the phenomenon, let's just say it, of Genshin characters units becoming more and more niche, especially 4-star units, right? If we go back to patch 1.0, all the characters that we've got till this day, they're very universal. A lot of them are used in multiple team comps in many different scenarios, and their kits are well-rounded. For the most part, they often do more than one thing, and the value they provide to the general game for free-to-play players or even low spenders is invaluable. Like, these characters are just insane, and I'm sure off the top of your head, you guys already know who I'm going to be referring to, right? Like Bennett, Xingqiu, Sucrose, all these characters. And of course, back then we still had some characters who weren't as good, but I mean, even characters like Fischl, which were back in 1.0 considered S tier, then dropped to A tier and kind of hovered around mid to low A tier, and now risen likely back to S tier in a lot of people's eyes, and or like really high A tier. So it doesn't mean that older characters can't really have a glow up, but what's going on with these new characters, right? With the new 4 stars and even some 5 stars, you could say that their roles are quite limited. The things that they're designed to do in the game is just far and few in between. For example, on screen we have Yunjin, right? Off the top of your head, what is Yunjin used for? Normal attack buffer. That's pretty much her thing. That is what she does. However, that is something so unique that if you need another character to do this job, you simply can't really find anybody. You can boost their base stats, you can even try to boost their scaling, or you can layer damage with an off-field support, but that doesn't take away Yunjin's role in the game. But at the same time, we have to ask this question: is that justified in most cases of a team slot? Because you're essentially foregoing an entire slot just for, in this case, Yunjin to buff the normal attacking to your on-field character, right? Example being the Yoimiya team, because that's what she is used in. And it's a shame because currently that is seemingly like the only team Yunjin can be using. So not only is she niche, she's also incredibly non-versatile when it comes to team pairings, and that is of course in part due to her nicheness. So why is this? Why this phenomenon? Is this the right direction to go in? Now, I'm no expert in this, but I can definitely point this out for you guys, in that one of the main reasons is monetary. Let's stop pretending that this isn't the main driving force behind it. The reason it's monetary is because not only are these 4-star characters, and of course some 5-star characters, niche and difficult to pair with many units, they are also constellation reliant for the most part, especially the 4-stars. I mean, the 5-stars, you're already like giving an arm and a leg just to get them. However, it's like, all right, you know, like you can play around with that for a little while before we kind of introduce something new here. But for the 4-stars, oftentimes you get them fairly easily. So what ends up happening is, well, Hoyoverse needs to make money somehow, right? If you're pulling for these 4-stars, you think they're amazing, you think they're cute, do you think they're like your favorite character in the whole wide world? Well, then you might as well invest a couple constellations in them. Right now, it's minimum 2 constellations. If you don't get some of these 4-star characters to at least C2, they just feel extremely uncomfortable to play. And not to mention, most of them are like locked behind C4 and C6. C6 is like that huge boost. For example, Goro, Sara, these C6s are insane for their supporting capabilities. So then, why is this something that is happening with characters now? Why didn't Hoyoverse adopt this way back then? I mean, I had a whole video talking about why back in the day it was in Hoyoverse's best interest to release strong and versatile 4-star characters to give free-to-plays a sense of this, like, oh, I can beat this game easily. You still can, but it just makes you feel that you are welcome in this community as a free-to-play. You don't feel like you have to spend, or you don't feel like you're spending to get power, whereas you're spending more to get variety, just like with Tokyo Treats and Sakurako. This video is sponsored by Tokyo Treats and Sakurako. These are 2 separate treat boxes that offer unique, authentic Japanese snacks. With each box, you will receive a booklet outlining the origins and the ingredients used, as well as some thematics regarding the snack boxes. For the Tokyo Treat Box this month, we have the Halloween-themed special Spectacular Snackin', featuring horror-themed snacks that is sure to put you in that festive spirit. Whereas the Sakurako box offers one-of-a-kind traditional snacking experience, which comes with a tableware included in each snack box. This is what I got from my box this month, and I can't wait to add it to my collection. This month's theme for Sakurako is the Ibaraki Harvest. This is a collaboration with the local Ibaraki government. Because the Ibaraki prefecture is a major agricultural center in Japan, you will find a variety of snack options in various flavors in this box, like the Ibaraki chestnut karinto, benizuma sweet potato cake, and the Ibaraki blueberry manju. They even have a penrinto natto snack. For those who are trying natto for the first time, this is a great way to get into it. The Sakurako box is complete with Ibaraki sencha tea, which goes perfectly with all the snacks provided. The Sakurako snacks are a glimpse into Japan's rich culture, and I'm always looking forward to receiving them each month. Tokyo Treat offers you a more modern snacking experience, and this month the highlight I will have to say is the squid ink yakisoba. I mean, just look at the color of this noodle, sends shivers down my spine. However, that's just how it looks. In actuality, the snack was delicious, and when I was trying out all the snacks, I found myself constantly going back towards the squid ink yakisoba. Personally, it was my favorite one. I mean, I could honestly say I felt like I was in the episode of Shokugeki no Soma, and I just got hit with that wave of euphoric feeling where I can't stop myself from eating it. For people who want to try these snacks for themselves, there is currently a giveaway happening where you can go to the link in the description and pin comment to enter the limited time Halloween giveaway and win Japanese goodies. For those who want to try out these snack boxes for themselves, use my code in the description to get $5 off your first Sakurako and Tokyo Treat box through the link provided. Thank you to Tokyo Treat and Sakurako for sponsoring this video, and now let's get back to the discussion. So for these unique characters, what's the trade-off here? You're investing so much into a character that does very unique and oftentimes limited things. What's the trade-off? The trade-off is you hyper invest into them. In return, you get somebody so damn strong. In the case of Yunjin, in the case of Sara, and also Goro, that it's so strong to the point where they simply break through invisible damage ceilings for certain characters, right? Ito C6 R5 by himself will never be able to reach the power of a C6 R5 Ito with a C6 Goro support. That's just simple mathematics, right? You cannot break past the barrier without a C6 support Goro, although you don't need this amount of absurdity in damage. But it really begs the question, right? Why then make the characters like this if it's only here to buff an artificial increase in damage? Why is it here? Now we turn our eyes to the 5-star characters. Okay, the 5-star character that is incredibly niche and, in my opinion, one of the most niche units, if not the most, Shenhe. Shenhe is a 5-star character that at this point, I don't think I need to spell it out for you. It's designed for whales. Free to plays, low spenders, really don't need that much damage. But what I do want to say is, if you're running like a C0 Ayaka, pairing her with a C0 Shenhe, like in a team with Kazuha and Kokomi, I mean, I'm just saying, you, for a brief moment, can experience what some whales are capable of dishing out when it comes to damage thresholds. That being said, this is a question I want to flip back to you guys. Do you guys think that going forward, more niche characters is a good thing? Because I have my take on this, all right? I want to hear what you guys think down in the comments, and here's what I think. The end goal, right? Like in an ideal world, let's say, theoretically, if Genshin goes on for 100 years, 200 years, 300, 400, 500 years, there should be a character that's unique enough for every single person playing the game. Just, I know, ridiculous. Maybe a million years from now, maybe 10 million years from now. But this is a theoretical concept here, meaning that each character should be unique enough to have people cater towards them. In reality, this won't really work out because just like in reality, we have different streamers, right? Like there are people with millions of followers, there are people with tens of followers. Why? Why discrepancy? You know, people are just going to gravitate towards certain preferences. It's the same with Genshin Impact, right? Look at all these characters, even though a lot of them have now become very unique and individualistic, for the most part, people still gravitate towards a unique few. But the key here is for people who want to play these unique and different characters, that's a lot of dedication and willpower to invest and to go hard to learn and to find a way to prosper from these different units. And people are willing to invest a large sum of, again, resources, be it in-game, out-of-game resources. And this, I think, is where this all culminates to, is that Hoyoverse has found by building more unique units, they're also offering people who don't want to follow the status quo and just be boxed in by meta or whatnot. Yes, meta still exists, but these other characters, what they can offer is a more unique playstyle while still giving you just enough power to still clear the game. And I think It's the best of both worlds for many players. Not all players, but many players, as well as HoYoverse. Now, if we've ever seen a win-win situation, this would be closer to a win-win than a win-loss, because I'm sure a lot of people are very happy with the unique characters that are coming out, these characters that are designed to simply exist in a framework of immense tunneling. Okay, so at the end of the day, HoYoverse gets to make more money, players get to experience new and refreshing ways to play the game, and the only sacrifice here is the incredibly strong and versatile units that can last you like 3 years. Who's to say Bennett, Shinshu, Sucrose is not gonna last us until the servers close down? I'm pretty sure that in most cases, if not all, HoYoverse is not comfortable releasing upgraded versions of these characters, which essentially means either one, they get outdated and the meta changes so drastically that they're no longer useful, or B, HoYoverse finds a way to power creep them, right? That's really it. So that's all I have to say. Looking forward to seeing what you guys have to talk about this. We're going to be doing Cyno summons in today's live stream, so I hope to catch you guys there. And until next time, urge you all to stay safe and peace. Till then, bye.